right-hand corner. At the bottom left, Brise, the random player who is spawned as the purple Terran. This is a 2-player map. Cross positions, because those are the only 2 positions that you can spawn in. I'm Absentis, and I am co-casting with Adabizi.
So it looks like he spawned as Terran. We'll see what he wants to do. PVT. Cast one of these yet for today, I do believe. Actually, we did see DDE.
Yep.
Play
DDE on
the second PVT of the
plateau.
day. We'll see. Looks like Zukarakox is going to start with that close to the ramp in case he does need to block. But not putting it too far out. I like that placement against a random player.
Yep, Brise, he's doing the standard build. He's got that depot going down. So nothing too funky for the moment. And yeah, I do want to comment again on that pylon placement. When you're facing a Protoss player or a random player, you have to be wary of cheese. And that pylon is great because it's really close to the ramp, allows you to wall off. But if you're not against a Protoss, you can still build your buildings in a normal location. So Zukarakox has now scouted his opponent. Brise is a Terran, so no need to wall off here. And just going to be doing some hucking of that SCV.
It looks like it's going to be pretty late 13 gate / 14 gate there. And I do also command Brise on the building placement here with the barracks, making a nice tight little wall off. Going to be hard for any units just to ninja into that mineral line. Of course, we know Zukarakox is not proxying or doing anything too cheesy, but it's always good to have that nice, safe type building placement.
That depot right between the refinery and the command center, sunk in it, and then impressed all of his newbie friends.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. So Zukarakox, he is getting that pro away with just the last remaining bits of his life. Brise right now, yep, he's getting gas, and there are a wealth of openings that you can do, and it looks like Brise really does need to sink that depot and impress his newbie friends, because he...
Looks like Brise is trying to ninja a bunker in his opponent's base here as well, so we'll see how well this is going to work. Cannot see this, so if he can just charge some Marines in here, he could do a lot of damage, but I mean, Brise is getting a reactor, so he's not really going to have many units produced for quite a while, but there is one Marine on the way charging out here. But I mean, one Marine in the bunker can kind of just be ignored, and there's a Zealot out, so let's see. It looks like we're gonna... Oh, the Zealot actually going to scout out a bit, and now this Marine is charging into the base and gonna make a beeline for that bunker, but it's just not gonna be able to do much. I mean, there's another Marine on the way, but sure, Zukarakox is gonna be like, oh, that's annoying. But once the Stalker gets out, he should be able to pick off that SCV, and actually the SCV gonna go down now. It looks like, yeah, needs to get back in that bunker. And I think he should just kind of cancel the bunker and then do a salvage here, because this Stalker can just kind of poke back and forth, regenerating shields, while the Zealot guards the ramp, and, you know, there's no more units on the way from our Terran.
Yeah, that's right. Here. Looks like he should probably cut his losses there. But at least it is kind of nice being able to get your opponent to... Whoa, that's a reaction. I did not expect Zukarakox to immediately...
I was going to say when we were talking Zukarakox, I know he likes the one gate expand, but on this map, you don't see too many Protoss do it, especially if your opponent's trying to make bunkers in your base. But Zukarakox, you know, not going to get scared, and now these Marines moving out, going to probably get picked off and running back in the bunker. But the bunker just really not serving much of a purpose. Unfortunately, we do saw chilling here in the John Common Knowledge hallway here, throwing down a pylon. Probably going to go ahead and scout the front now with that probe. We should be able to see the command center if he just gets about halfway up that ramp. Yeah, that is one of the problems building
your command center that closely. Zukarakox is getting 3 gates and a robotics facility. If we look at the harvester count, Zukarakox definitely in the lead. He's in the lead by about 7 right now. Going to move up with that probe. Going to see a bunker on the low ground. And that's pretty much going to tip off Zukarakox that his opponent will be expanding rather quickly.
He did not, however, see the command center, and you know, he's still basically in the dark in terms of the unit comps. But I imagine you saw the one Marauder there, so notice that's probably multiple barracks. And I don't know, Zukarakox gearing up for a very solid mid-game. 2 more gates that finished. He's actually getting another 2 gates afterwards, so he's going up to 5 gateways. So this is interesting. I'm expecting probably just to see like an observer out of the robotics, and then probably transition into either some maybe double forge upgrades or possibly
Yeah,
counts
Protoss
for
really
charge
has
and some
the
Templar attack. We'll see.
ability to choose quite a bit from here. Those gateways can produce a whole bunch of different kinds of buildings, and it looks like Brise is going to be getting a starport, so he's gonna have 3 barracks producing troops out. He's gotten stim. He's almost about researched. No concussive shells. He has skipped that, but he will definitely be able to pump out a lot of Marines, Marauders, and back those up with medevacs. And it does look like that Zukarakox is getting his Twilight Council. What do you think he'll be getting first?
I'm gonna have to guess charge. It's usually the safe way to go. Blink is kind of goofy almost, but Blink can definitely work too. But when you've got this many sentries out already, usually you just kind of want to avoid using Blink. You kind of want to have an exclusively Stalker force if you want to get Blink. So I'm gonna have to say charge. You know, he might even go for Dark Templar. You know, you don't necessarily need to be extremely aggressive with the Dark Templar. You harass with a couple, and then just use them to control the map. It's a very, very nice way to play Protoss. It's a nice way to buy yourself time after you expand to basically just probe up, as well as you already have that tech, but it's actually going to be an immediate Templar archive, so that's very cool. He hasn't taken his 4th gas yet, though, so he's going to want to get that soon, because, ooh, there he goes. Nice timing there. Templar take a load of gas.
Our random players, Brise's vision, he doesn't see the Zukarakox has gotten a second base. He's done remarkably little scouting. Just threw down a scan in the main base, was able to see the majority of those. But apart from that, still does not even know about that hidden pylon in John's common knowledge hallway. I butchered that. What is it actually?
I think it's John's John
On the translator, common way of common knowledge.
So I'm being told that it is John the Translator Hall of Common Knowledge. Hallway of Common Knowledge, my apologies. So we got our first Templar out on the field. We have Storm being researched. No charge as of yet. And Zukarakox is getting his weapons upgrade right now. In Brise's base, just more of the same. He's attacking on another barracks, more Marines, Marauders, and medevacs, double pumping those out, and just trying to get his economy kind of close to his opponent, but still Zukarakox leading by a solid 20 harvest.
Yeah, and I really like what Zukarakox is doing here. You see he's warping in Templar. He's not trying to squeak out charge with his gas, because he wants to play safe, and if you just get those Templar out while Storm is researching, he's going to have enough energy. And we see that Brise is actually moving out now. Storm will be finished, but if he had waited to warp in the Templar and tried to squeeze in charge, this push could actually go very bad for Zukarakox. But with those Templar out building energy, I think he should be able to hold this quite well, as long as he gets in some good force fields.
Right now he's got 1 Storm charged up, or 1 Storm in his pocket. He's got a lot of gateway units, and with only 2 sentries, he'll be a little hard pressed to kind of keep that M&M force at bay. Looks like now Brise is going to be moving in. Stim, of course, has been finished. He stims in, pushes in right now. 1 Storm going down, but being able to dodge that fairly easily. He's moving back in.
There's the force fields he needed.
Absolutely, he's trapped Marines up front, letting Zealots get in close and personal and start wailing away those melee units. And it looks like Brise might just have his medevacs living here. Another Storm going down, and Brise now forced to retreat. Zukarakox handily winning that engagement.
Oh, and now this is the point that every Terran player kind of dreads. It's like, okay, my push that I wanted to kind of hit before the Templar tech really kicked in, it didn't go so well. So it's going to be really hard to deal with the Kadar and Amulet Templars. We see charge starting right now. So I mean, Zukarakox gearing up for a great mid game. Looks like Brise is going to load up some medevacs and try and do some drop harass, which is you know, basically what he needs to do to try and get back into this game. But Zukarakox is moving out, and this drop could actually end up kind of screwing over Brise.
Well, certainly Zukarakox is also placing pylons around the map, not only for vision, but to be able to warp in reinforcements really quickly. Charge, as you said, it's about halfway done right now. Brise is getting an armory, so looks like we'll be getting Thors out from him. We've got 2 factories with tech labs down on them. This drop over on the right side, Zukarakox is just chilling out at the beginning. Oh, Zukarakox! He sees the drop incoming right now. Will he react? Looks like instead he'll just be pushing straight in.
Yeah, I think he might just think, okay, you full medevac's going into my base, I'll just come kill you now, bro. And he is starting to warp in some units now, and he does have a Templar able to be warped in and charging through these bunkers here. We'll see how much damage he can do.
Yeah, there are some bunkers up, but right now there are no SCVs being pulled to help repair them. Brise is going, he's stimming his Marines and Marauders, attacking the main base, but at the same time Zukarakox, he's doing quite a bit of damage getting into the mineral line. A storm, 2 storms going down on Brise's troops. He's warping in more zealots now that'll be able to help take out those remaining forces. Brise's economy line has been decimated at the natural, and Zukarakox is just in a great position.
Yeah, it looks like Zukarakox is going to be taking this game forward. He's going to lift off. He's got his 3rd base geared up and did not take much damage at all. So looks like that's going to be a game. We've got 2 Templar with a bunch of energy charging up the ramp here, looking for something to storm. Looks like they might just be going for the minerals here, and there's the GG from Brise. So very well from Zukarakox, and Brise noting his mistake there.
Yeah, well, we